Are you moving? Come on, everybody. All right, go ahead. In the comments, let us know you're here. Tell us who you are. Tell us what team you're with. Tell us who you're with. All that good stuff. And tag your friend right now in the comments to let them know we are getting ready to get started. We want everybody on here with us so that we can get started in just a moment. And let me get over here. Let's bring the music down. There we go. All right. Good evening, everybody. It's Marsha, and I am here alone again tonight. Well, I have a special guest, actually, but Charlie's pulling grandpa duty tonight. He's off. Our granddaughter has a ball game tonight. So I sent him off to visit with her and take care of her because, she needs somebody to cheer her on, right, while she's there as well. So I do want to remind you all that before leaving a comment, please go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Give them permission so that they can see your name, because otherwise we don't really know who's talking. Sometimes it'll just say Facebook user and it could be anybody, and I don't know who it is. Also want to remind you all that we are also streaming onto YouTube at our YouTube channel, Hooray Sales. If you have a friend, if you have someone you've been talking to that you really believe needs to learn about Tupperware, you want to send them that link, tell them to jump on, watch us tonight. And also, if you have people on your team that are not necessarily on Facebook, this would be a great place for them to be able to watch us, to learn, to see all kinds of cool stuff that we have available for them to learn and to grow their businesses. So is everybody ready for a great night of training? Say yes, say see, say we. Yes, put it in there. All right, that sounds wonderful to me. I'm going to try and watch the comments. Not sure that I can see them as well as everything else, but I see Kathy is on here. I see Angela's on here. I see Colleen, Donna, Joe are on here. I see Facebook user. I see Donna Joe. I see Facebook user. I see Tina Lancaster. I see another Facebook user. Okay, guys, really, really important. Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and say, yes, you may see me, so that I know you're here. Okay, that sounds wonderful. I'm going to flip back on over here to where I was at. Yes, there we go. Okay, so tonight I am so excited to talk to you about several different things that we have going on. But I want to start first with our quote of the night, because I think it's always important that we get our mindset in the right direction. So I'm going to make this a little bigger so you can see it. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside of you that is greater than any obstacle. Now, I really want you to think about that. I want you to think about what that means to you. Believe in yourself. You see, so many times we question what we're doing. Is this the right thing? Especially if we have a moment of weakness, or if something doesn't quite go the way we want to. And we think, maybe I just shouldn't do this. But the reality is those challenges are what help us get stronger. And so we want to keep pushing forward, even when there's an obstacle, even when there's a challenge. We have to believe that there is something inside of us better, more brilliant, more beautiful than anything that we've ever imagined. And I want you to remember that always, because I think that's such an important piece of what we are. It gets back to our word for the year, which is grit. You see, that grit that is inside of us is being transformed into a pearl. And this is why we go through sometimes the challenges that we go through, so that we can overcome those obstacles. as we are growing into our greatness, because that's really what we're doing. We're growing into our greatness. I've shared with you many times that when I first started in Tupperware, I was probably the worst Tupperware lady that there'd ever been. Everything we did was in home. The few people that I knew that were my age group that might hold Tupperware parties had all had Tupperware parties for the person who I joined under, because I had told her no for 6 months. And so there was really nobody for me to do parties with. And I was too shy. Yes, I was shy about talking to strangers and to going out and actually asking people I didn't know to do something for me. So Charlie actually had to go across the street, knock on the door, and ask the person across the street from us, would they have a Tupperware party for me, so that I would have a Tupperware party to do. So, guys, don't ever hold yourself back by thinking you're not good enough or that you can't do something, because we can do anything that we set our minds to. And we just have to keep pushing, and we have to keep growing into that greatness. And we have to not let the outside obstacles or the outside words that people might say to us keep us from moving forward. So, with that, I wanted to talk to you for just a minute, and I'm going to take the slides off for just a second. I want to talk to you about something, because a lot of you have reached out to me today, and over the, a couple over the weekend, but a lot of people today, because I know a lot of you have been hit with people asking you about a recent headline that has shown up in the news. And of course, once it picks up by one person, then it keeps going and it keeps going, and it kind of takes on a life of its own. And what I'm referring to is the big headline that many of you saw that said, oh, Tupperware's going, the party's over, Tupperware's going out of business. But that's not true. And I say that that's not true, not because I want it to not be true, but because I know it's not true. You see, I've been with this company a very, very long time. This is my 43rd year. And I will tell you that in those 43 years, there have been several times that we have had situations where people said, "Ooh, Tupperware's on the way out. Tupperware's on the way out," because people don't recognize how our business works, and that it's not like everything else that's out there. So first, let me put a few things in perspective for you so that you feel comfortable with where we are. Tupperware Incorporated is a global company. We are in countries all around the world. We have facilities, manufacturing factories all over the world as well. And we are a publicly traded company. Now, that is a really important thing, because many companies, especially in the direct sales industry, are privately owned, which means that no one can see their books. No one has any inkling of what is going on in their financials. So people who work for those companies don't even have a clue whether their company is solvent or not solvent, and things can get really, really bad without them even knowing it. Now, we are a publicly traded company, and that means that Tupperware has to meet very important guidelines by the SEC, the stock exchange, and they have to file reports on a regular basis. And they have all these things that they have to do. Well, there were some issues with some of their filings. They were delayed, they were late, they had some accounting inconsistencies that they had to work through to find out what happened. If you know anything about Tupperware, we had a change in our CFO and COO, that's our Chief Operating Officer and our Chief Financial Officer, last year, because the person that was in place let some things slide. She did not do her due diligence. And so Tupperware's been having to catch up and make up for some of those things. Now, those things happen all the time in businesses. We don't always hear about them, but this happened. And so they were delayed in one of their filings. 2 years ago, actually almost 3 years ago, in 2020, when our CEO, Miguel Fernandez, took over, one of the things that they discovered is that we had some debt. And many, many companies, most companies, have business loans. They have lines of credit that they borrow against. And then at certain times you pay off those lines of credit because they come due. All right. So back in 2020, we had a huge debt that was coming due in 6 months. And they did not have the capital to be able to pay that debt. So what they did is they looked at their assets and they actually did what they call a sell leaseback, where they sold the property that Tupperware owned in Orlando so that but they leased it back so that we could have our home office in the same place for the next 100 years. Now, somebody doesn't go into a contract and lease back properties for 100 years if they expect to go out of business very shortly. So they did that. That freed up some capital that allowed them to pay off their debt that they had due at that time. And they continued the restructuring and the rebuilding of our company because they're trying very hard. Our corporate office is bringing us into the 21st century. This is why we've gone through a new website and a new shopping platform and all of these things that have been happening, and different people coming and going to get the right mix of people to give us our company working the way it needs to work. Now, I know this is a lot of words for me to get to this, but I want you to understand they were delayed in filing some papers, which means, oh no, what are we going to do? They hired a company to help them assess how can we come up with liquid assets. That means cash on hand to pay off some upcoming debts. Just to put it in perspective, those upcoming debts that they're looking at having the assets to cover are due in 2025. So we've got 2 years before those debts come up. So they are taking proactive measures to be able to find where we're going to do that. And because we are a global company, that may mean that a factory in Greece may be closed because they recognize it is it's less expensive to make the product somewhere else. We don't need that plant anymore, and we can sell that property and add that money to our profits so we can use that to pay off these fees. Long story short, and I am going to share with you afterwards, I'll post it on the page, some word choices from the company that lets us know there is no danger of Tupperware going out of business. The headlines that say that are merely saying something to get you to read their story. Because if you read the story, really and truly, Tupperware is not saying that at all. What they're doing is trying to put themselves in the best financial position so that we can keep going gangbusters into the future, because we have a lot of new products that are being developed. We have a lot of new programs that are being introduced. You are going to see some incredible changes in the things that we have to offer people, our promotions, all of those things. You've already seen some of those this year. And remember that the market in the US right now is doing fantastic. We have really had a great comeback already this year. We are on a growth trend over fourth quarter of 2022. We are moving in a positive direction. And so for us, it's just staying the course. It's keeping our focus on what we know works best, and that is the Tupperware party and finding people to come in and join us in our company as well. So rest assured that all those headlines are nothing but headlines to try to get you to read their story. And we are in this moment right now in a very good place, a great place for us to be able to grow our businesses, a great place for us to be able to continue to welcome people onto our teams, and a great place for us to stick around for the long term. In fact, I believe so strongly that I just bought 5,000 shares of stock today because I believe that the rest of the year is going to be the best of the year, and the future looks bright for each and every one of us. So let's just really focus on what we are in control of. And what we're in control of is an amazing opportunity that we can be making money. And here's the thing, when somebody sends you that article, because I'm sure somebody has sent it to you. Oh, aren't you worried? And you say, oh, thanks for sending me that, as if you didn't know. Thanks for sending me that. As you can probably tell, we need more people because our biggest issue is that people don't know how to find Tupperware. In fact, this is the perfect time to start a Tupperware business. If you're interested in making some great money, here's my link. Go join tonight. Or if somebody calls you and says, "Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Tupperware's going out of business," and then say something to them like this: Sounds to me like you'd be really sad and miss me a lot if that happened. You know what? You might as well cash in now. Let's have a party and get you all the Tupperware you want while you still can. Because, see, they're just responding to what they don't know. You know, and you've seen what Tupperware's given us these last few months. Do you think a company going out of business would be investing and bringing all these new products out for us? Do you think they'd be giving us promotions that are built on growth over growth these next few months, or somebody coming in and being able to get cash in 3 months, because they joined our business? These are the things that we know that the outside world doesn't know. And we are going to be stronger for this because you know what? We know what's inside of us and we know what we can do. So, are you ready to go forward together? Because I believe we are better together. And I believe 2023 is going to be the best that all of us can be as well. All right, so let's get going. If you have questions, drop them in there. Like I said, I will post a statement that came from Peter earlier today to the business leaders. I actually have been talking to Peter all day, back and forth, and I've done a lot of research, and I've read all the stock reports, and I've read all of our filings and everything. So I feel very, very confident that what is really happening is not what you read in the press, because they're just trying to stir things up. And so as a publicly traded company, it's got to be out in the public, and they're just looking for something to create some news. And what better news than a 76-year-old company that has stood the test of time, that is the icon of direct sales in the United States? That's why it's big news. But we know now's the time to really get going and spread the word, because Tupperware is a ground floor opportunity with a proven company, and you are already there, ready to take advantage of that. Okay, so let's get on to talking about a few more things that we have going on. So, of course, we have our 2-week personal sales challenge that ends on Wednesday for you to get this incredible Fridge Smart set, and you can get 1 or 2 or 3 or more simply by having $500 in sales. So for every 500, you're able to get that complete collection of Fridge Smart for just $30. And of course, that's adding to the sales for the month. We're hitting our midway point this Wednesday. And then we'll have 2 more weeks. And so when you have 2,500, you're going to get that entire ultra clear set for just $15. So super, super awesome opportunity for you to add extra Tupperware to your stash. And like we've been saying, even if you don't need these things for yourself, think about how you can turn these into cash for you. You can sell them as bonus buys at your parties or at a vendor event. You can use them as incentives for people to date a party or purchase with purchase. If they buy so much, they can buy a piece for half price. You can use these as incentives for people who join your team. So lots of ways to turn those into money for you. We also know that our product is the best product for people to use for gifts. And remember this when you're talking to people, because people shop with 2 budgets. They shop out of the budget that they have for their home, but everybody has a budget for their gifts. And so if we can talk to them about gift giving, then we're going to give them the opportunity to truly take advantage of what Tupperware has to offer. And I have one of our most creative directors here tonight to share with you. She, as always, just brings it when it comes to ideas and things to share. And that is the one and only amazing Terry Bird. There she is over there on the side. I'm going to put it like, yep, that's not the way I want to do it. I want me. I want her. Let me try to do it this way. That's not working. Okay, over here. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. All right. Yay. I tell you, I can't do all the buttons and everything by myself. Anyway, Terry is going to share with you some of her incredibly creative tips on gift giving. And gift giving can be an assortment of people. She's getting her thing so I can hear her, because right now she's muted on her. I think you're muted on. There you go. Yeah.
I was, because my dog started barking when I said, hey.
All right.
He
So
wants
I'm
to
gonna
say hey too.
yes, I'm gonna turn it over to Terry because she's got so many ideas. Guys, get your pens, get your paper, and start taking notes. Okay. Oh, let me. I
So
don't want to do
Marcia
that
took
now.
my words, because I was going to say, get your pen, get your paper, and get your brochure. And if you don't have a brochure, just so you know, guys, I'm going to walk you through the whole brochure and talk about gift giving, the whole brochure. And I have some corny sayings. And if you can't write as fast as I talk, I will be taking and putting all these with pictures and stuff. I already have some of them already done, and I'll be posting them on the Hooray site for you. So this way you'll have them. So I'm going to start with the tower. So the tower, guys, is great as one whole set. But let's talk about giving people ideas on how to break this down to give different ideas for gift giving. Okay, so here we go. The bottom bowl, it's pink. If it's a girl, use it for a baby shower gift. It could be a birthday gift. Fill it with goodies. That's one gift out of the $75 set. The 3-piece set for a mom, for a housewarming gift, for a birthday. Mother's Day is coming up. This one right here is great, just to put a packet of microwave popcorn, their favorite candy or whatever, and shrink wrap it up and make it a gift. And then I love this little size right here. So I'm going to say you should bundle things together, and you should bundle this set with the 3-piece of these, so you have 4 of these, and that could be 2 different sets, 2 to each person, and so then you have more gifts. So guys, you're increasing your sales by bundling the tall piece with the 3-piece set, and also giving them different ideas on how to use those. The measuring cups. I love the comment of no one measures up to you. Put a little tag on it. But here you go. Once again, I'm going to flip to another page. Well, I'm not going to flip to it, but I'm going to talk about it. Bundling it up. There's no 2 rounds about it. No one measures up to you. So they're going to get the 2 round silicones, the measuring cups and spoons, and the round container, guys. So once again, I upselled them. I added the measuring cups and spoons, but giving gift ideas. That could go to a mom or somebody that you really love, somebody that you really want to thank. The strainer. Guys, I'm famous for corny sayings, and you'll have to forgive me because I love it. So here's one. And I have pictures, guys, so I'm going to send you pictures with the corny sayings. But take the strain off life and enjoy this simple meal. That could go for anybody. It could go for someone who had surgery. It could go for a mom. It could go, literally, you could take that one step to go across the board. I also have another picture with a bottle of wine and bubble bath, and it says, take the strain off of life and enjoy some you time. If you ever need a corny saying, just reach out to me because I'm sure I could give you one. But it works because people love my corny sayings. The Crystal Wave 5-piece set. Oh, let me go back to the silicones first. I had another one. So it was adding these together. So you can talk about adding this together. So there's no 2 rounds about it. You are flat out the best because this is flat. They're going to get 2 of these, guys. That could be 2 extra gifts for somebody else, or they could throw them in. But we literally have the opportunity in this brochure. This brochure just got me so excited about gift giving. Crystal Wave. All the sets are great, but I'm going to show you what my favorite is for graduation. And that is the 5-piece set. Now, they could do this as 2 different sets, or they could do it all as one. But my saying that I had to go with that is, in your next wave of life, use these to heat things up. I have some other graduation gifts too, but I really like that Crystal Wave set. And like I said, once again, bundle the stuff together and make it a great gift. Let's go to the next page. The luncheons. So guys, I love the luncheons. I love them for meal prep. I love them for making your own little charcuterie box. There's so many things you can do with them. But tonight, let's talk about teacher appreciation. So I put a packet. By the way, you can get these at Dollar Tree, 4 for $1 for flowers. This is the forget-me-nots and a couple different candies. So there you go. And it says, thanks for being so sweet and helping my child bloom. Cute. So that would be 5 different gifts, guys. So You need to share this with your customers so this way they can be thinking, teacher appreciation is coming. Let's get these bought now so they can do it. Going right along with teacher appreciation, I have the mega tumbler, and of course inside I have crystal wave packets, and I put one up here for my picture. And I've said this one many times, but I know we have lots of new people. Thanks for getting my child's creative juices flowing. Guys, we need to appreciate our teachers. They do a lot for us. And the great thing about this, these are also great. Put different things in them or put nothing in them at all. At child's birthday parties for their takeaway, their take home. People spend so much stuff on, I'm just going to use the word hawk, that ends up in the garbage. Let's give them something to keep, remember that kid by, and they'll be using over and over again. The microfiber beauty set. As this year comes to a wrap, enjoy this to take care of you. So there's my corny little saying for that. And that could be for anybody. That could be for the wrap itself, making that particular comment, that's going to be a teacher. But I'm sure I could come up with something for a mother. But truly, guys, these gift giving ideas, we have so many things that are coming up: graduations, weddings, and so forth. The universal jar. Now, this one has money in it, but I'll tell you what I use these for more than anything. I use them for baby shower gifts. The blue one for boys, the pink one for girls, if you know the gender, and make them time capsules, okay? Because there's nothing more cool than to have a kid's time capsule. My son just opened up his, and he's 28, a time capsule that I made him when he was a baby. So they're great for that. But graduation, birthdays, use them as money jars. I gave one as a birthday gift, money jar, and it was her, I think it was her second birthday. But they literally opened up the jar and passed it around, and everybody threw money in it. So she had some mad money. The gold one, I have a 50th wedding anniversary I'm going to, and I'm actually giving them that to put their keepsakes from their 50th wedding anniversary, because the 50th wedding anniversary is gold. So guys, think outside that box and use all these different things to bring in more sales, because you're giving people more ideas to use their products with. The kids baking set just makes a great gift for any kid, especially if they love to help in the kitchen. But sometimes that actually encourages them to get in the kitchen, or reach out to a mom if you're comfortable in doing it that actually has a child that's getting ready to have a birthday, and say, hey, would you like to buy 10 of these and we can do a kids baking class. The Tupperware kids feeding set, bundle that together and make that for a baby shower gift as well. I give that away. I love the spoon, all that kind of stuff, guys. Let me see if there's any corny sayings that I forgot to give you. I think that is it. But I hope that I gave you guys some ideas that will literally make you think outside the box, share with your customers. I'll be sharing pictures so you don't have to reinvent the wheel, because that's the beauty of Tupperware. We share so you don't have to reinvent the wheel, because some of us get a little more crazy on different things. Some of us make great flyers. Some of us make great recipes. But guys, we're all in it together, and we all want to help each other grow.
I love it, love it, love it. I was trying to watch some of the comments, and people were loving it. The money jar, all of those different ideas. And, Terry's going to be sharing some of her
images.
Comments. Yeah, thank you. her sayings and ideas and stuff in the chat a little bit later. But right now in the chat, go ahead and be dropping like, okay, where did your mind go? Because like Terry just said, think outside the box. So put in the comments, what are some people that you're thinking of that you could offer, that Tupperware would be great gifts for you to give. But more importantly, how are you going to get this information in front of your customers and let them know about it also? Because that's the key. We want to reach out to more people. And if you are loving what you heard, be sure to show Terry some love. Tell her all that you appreciate and what you've learned from that. And more importantly, let's put it to work, because that's where the beauty is, to take it and pull everything that's out of you and put it into practice. So thank you, Terry, so much. You always give so much to the team. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, let me see. There we go. Okay, yep. All right, good deal. All right, so going right, with all of that in mind, guys, I want you to think about, who do you know that could benefit from joining us in Tupperware? So just like I was saying at the very beginning, one of the challenges that we have as a 76-year-old company is that the name Tupperware is widespread. Everybody knows the name Tupperware. But I was watching the Bloomberg report today, and that's one of those financial programs. And they have, I call them the talking heads, the people who stand behind and talk about the questions. But there was one person who obviously knew what Tupperware was. This was a guy. And there was a woman who was like, oh, yeah, I've got millions of Tupperware. Now, who has millions of Tupperware? Because she doesn't even know what it is, really. And so he asked her, he goes, well, tell me about what's the last piece you bought? And she goes, oh, well, I just open it and it falls out of the millions fall out of the cabinet. Well, I don't cook, so my husband does that. You'd have to ask him. In other words, she doesn't really know that it's Tupperware or not if it's Tupperware. And my point is that there's so many people out there who don't realize what Tupperware is, and they don't realize the amazing products that we have. Just like Terry showed you tonight, so many different products that probably most people out there are not even aware that we have. I mean, they probably don't know we have silicone molds. They probably don't know we have those amazing universal jugs. They probably don't know about Crystal Wave and why Crystal Wave is so much better than any other microwave product that's out there that they can go somewhere else and buy and think it's Tupperware. Our problem is that people don't know how to find us. They don't know how to get us. And Brenda, I saw that you were on here today because Brenda had told me that she was on something and somebody saying, she saw this comment that someone had made and they said, Tupperware, I thought they'd gone out of business years ago. Well, see, people have been saying we're going out of business for years. They've been saying we're out of business for years. And we're still here and we're still ticking and we're still hot. And we need to make sure that more people know it. We need to share this business with other people. We need people to come help us spread the word. And that's why right now we want to be taking advantage of what Tupperware is giving us. Because honestly, the prizes and the rewards that Tupperware is giving us right now are some of the best that we've had in the last couple of years. When you have your first recruit this month who comes in and sells $99, you're going to get that fabulous set of freezer mates. I love my freezer mates. And that rectangular one, the small, well, not small, the medium deep, will hold a lot of the different ice creams that are out that come in the square block. It will actually just cut the paper off of it. You put the box, the Tupperware freezer container on top of it, you flip it over and then take the box off completely and it's down inside and you seal it and it keeps it from getting freezer burned. It's fantastic. So you need that. You're going to need that too because whenever we have chances to win rewards, that means we might be having that as something we sell in the future. So take advantage and get that. We also have our recruiter party bonus reward. And this is the biggie because when they have their launch party, when they sell $500 in their first 30 days, you're going to be able to get my favorite saucepan for just $40. This is thebomb.com. I've already got my first recruit in, so I'm working on getting mine because I need another one of those. And I don't like to pay full price either. So I want to get mine too. So you want to make sure that you're working on getting yours. And you can get not one, not two, but 3 of these. And once again, get one for yourself. You can give one to your mom or to your sister. You can use it as an incentive. You can sell it for 50% off the retail and still put $100 extra in your pocket. It's all there for you to utilize. And all we need to do is get out there and see the people and share with them why now is the best time to start a Tupperware business. We also, of course, have a great reward for those folks who say yes to us right now, because when they join and do their $99 in the month of April, so this one has to be done in the next 2.5 weeks, they're going to get either their choice, 3 Fridge Smart or 5 Vent and Serves for just $20. Both of those, an amazing value. Both of those, something everybody needs. And then they can bring a friend in with them and they can get the other 2 things that you just have the opportunity to get. So you can be earning on them. They can recruit somebody and earn on those folks. And then you suddenly see that your team is getting bigger and bigger simply because we're sharing with others and welcoming people onto the team. Now, last week they entered it, or at the beginning of this month, we introduced a new program where our new recruits who come in and do 250 in their first 30 days can get a $75 credit. And when they sell 500 in their first 30 days, they can get a $150 credit to use for anything in the catalog that they want. That's going to be huge for you because that means that they're going to come in and go to work, and that's going to help you be able to take that next step up in the business. So this kind of is a graph that shows you what it looks like. So they come in, sell $99 in April. They're going to get to choose Fridge Smart or Vent and Serve, and you're going to get Freezer Mates. They sell $250 in their first 30 days. They're going to get $75 Tupperware that they can shop for themselves. They sell $500 in their first 30 days. They're going to get $150 to shop for Tupperware for themselves. And when they do that, you're going to get that saucepan. Plus, during this, they're still going to have the opportunity to earn the 2-week challenge that's ending Wednesday. There's another one that starts Thursday and goes for 2 weeks. They're still going to be able to earn the monthly challenge, and they're still participating in the Confident Start program, which means they can earn 3 other products and the Universal Series cookware. That is beyond crazy, right? If a company is going to go out of business, why would they be giving so much away? Because they want to help us grow, and we need to take advantage of it, and we need to bring that to the people. Here's the other piece that's super exciting because this was just introduced last week, and this kind of factors in on this. But basically, what this one is saying is that we're encouraging people to be active on a regular basis. If people want to make money, let's help them make money. If you hold a party a week, even if it's just $300 a party, you're going to sell $1,200 in the month. And that means you're going to make $400. That's some good money to put into your pocket that you have for just doing one thing once a week. If you double that, do a little bit more, party plan, make them a little bit bigger parties. We're going to talk about party planning next week so that you can make sure that you're doing the things you need to get those parties bigger. But here's what's going to happen. $250 at least this month. Might as well go for 5, right? $250 next month. $250 the following month. So April, May, and June. When they do that all 3 months, $250, $250, $250 or more, they are going to get their choice of the Micro Pro Grill or the 3.5 quart sauteuse pan. 2 huge gifts valued at over $250 or more. And that is a game changer right there. But here's the best part of it. When they do it, you have an opportunity to get cash. Now, you need 2 people to come in and do this, and you're going to put $75 in your pocket. You did get 4 people to do it, you are going to get even more cash, and you're going to get $150 to put in your pocket. So this is a fantastic opportunity for you to be able to add some extra cash to your income simply by helping people join you in the business. So I want to know who is going to claim this money in the comments right now. Go ahead and tell me, I want the money, I want the money, I want the money, and start making a list of people that you're going to reach out to. Now, also tell me in the comments, would you appreciate it if would you invite people if we do an opportunity chat? Because we can do that for you. We can do opportunity chats. Our directors can jump on. We can share tips and ideas. We can have a special little chat where people can come and learn about Tupperware. We can do it as a Zoom so they can ask questions. We can do it in a group. We can do a chat. You tell me what way you'd like to do it so that we can get the maximum exposure, because we want people to know what Tupperware is all about. And we want to show them the money, because people need money. Right now, everything is going up. People are looking for ways to be able to make ends meet. We have the solution. Let's get it out there and let's share it with more people as well. And going back to what I said at the very beginning, you know what? If people are worried about not how they're not going, how am I going to get my Tupperware if something happens to Tupperware? Then we need to give them a chance to get their Tupperware, and we need to add some more parties to our book. We need. Let me finish this real quick. We need to because when you're doing this, when you're bringing these people in, that's going to give you a team that you can step up, and then you can qualify for this amazing set for $25, the fry pan, the knives, and the cutting board, simply because you stepped up into leadership this month. And if you're a consultant and you've been thinking about it, now is the time. Get focused, get busy, prove to yourself what you're capable of, and don't let any doubt get in your way from you doing that. But it is party time, and we have so much to offer people. Guys, right now we have one of the nicest booking gifts we've had in forever, right? We've got the cute little bitty container. Let me pull this, change the screen real quick. There we go. The cute little one. I just love this size. It's a perfect one for making dips. It's a perfect one for eating your own snacks out of. It's a great little popcorn bowl for the kids. It's a great size for making a salad to take with you somewhere. You could do your chicken salad, your tuna salad in it. And of course, it's a great ice cream sundae bowl. So you could use it for that also. So this is their booking gift just for holding their party. Now, I usually tell them they have to have at least $100 in sales to be able to get that. So for me to add it onto their order. But then they get to add on to that, because at $200, they get their thank you gift, and they get to choose one of those thank you gifts. At $300, they get 10%. That's $30 free Tupperware and an item for half price. Then we get to $500, and these three amazing gifts are available to our hosts. There are exclusive host gift specials. They can get these with $500 in sales and 2 people to book from them. And always we tell them they have to book within 2 weeks, because we don't want them to book forever out. We want them sooner rather than later. So we do that. But they can get one of these, and they can also get 2 half-price items. Now, if they don't want any of these amazing host gift specials, they can go on a shopping spree for $75 of anything in the catalog. But each and every one of those sets is valued at more than $75. So let's give them that chance to get those. But the only way we're going to give them the chance to get those is we've got to go talk to them. We've got to get it out there. And there are lots and lots of different ways to date parties. There are lots of different dating games. There's lots of different incentives. There's group parties. Some of your directors are doing team parties. Reach out to your director if you would like to be a part of a team party, because your director is just waiting to help you. But, if you don't ask, or if they put something out there and you don't take advantage of it, they're going to think you don't need their help. So if you want more parties in your book, reach out to your director right now and say, can we do a team party? I know Terry Bird had done one last month, did 2 last month with her team, and they did like a 300% increase over what they did the month before, because of those parties that gave everybody an opportunity to bring people together. She did the demo and helped them, and they all had great successful parties. We have folks that are doing in-home parties. If you've not done an in-home party and you want to learn how to do an in-home party, reach out to your director. Even if you don't live close by, they can teach you how to do it. They can be doing one and you can watch them, or they can come live on a Zoom for your party that you're doing in person. There's so many ways to work around that. There are messenger parties. Once again, reach out to your director. If you're not sure how to do a messenger party, they can help you learn how to do that. Now is the time to book your own party so that you can reach out and share what Tupperware has to offer. And here's the thing, guys. We've got to think bigger. We've got to think broader. We've got to reach outside the people that we know to find the people that we don't know that people still sell Tupperware. So you can do something with your own team, with your own customers, like in your VIP groups. We talked about this when we talked about our VIP groups a couple of weeks ago. Do a campaign to add 50 people to your VIP group. Challenge the people that are in your VIP group to invite a friend. Everybody that invites a friend who joins your VIP group goes in a drawing. You're going to give something away. But you get those people in there, and then you can do your own party for them in your VIP group and all these new people. That's going to give you new people to work with. Reach out to people that you know that maybe in the past have told you, I don't want to have a Tupperware party, or reach out to people you've never asked because you were afraid they tell you no. And then one of the things that's so important to say to somebody is, you know what? I don't want to take advantage of my friends, and I certainly don't want to harass you and make you think all I want from you is for you to buy some Tupperware. But what I would like is your help, if possible, because there are so many people out there who do not know that Tupperware is still around. In fact, only about 4% of the people out there were even invited to a Tupperware party in the last 5 years. So we really have an identity crisis for a company that everybody knows. And we're trying to reach new people. We're trying to reach people that haven't seen Tupperware in a long while. Would you be willing to help me one time to have an online party, to have an in-home party, to have a messenger party, to have a texting party, to have a book party? Just asking them to do something to help me spread the word about Tupperware. And I will give you free gifts for helping me. And I promise that I will never, ever ask you to have a party for me again if you will help me this one time. Now, here's what's going to happen. Most people are willing to help you one time. And if you are adamant, I will never, ever ask you again if you will help me this one time. When they do it and it's successful, because you coach them and you do all the things you want to do to make sure it's a successful party. When you do that and this party is successful, they're going to get hooked on Tupperware. But you're not going to ask them again. And you tell them, I promised you that I will never, ever ask you again. But I do want you to know that if I can help you in any way, feel free to ask me. That's all you got to do, because I promise you, they're going to come back. They're going to want more because now they're hooked. And that's the only way we're going to do it, is to get to them. So we need to book some parties. So we are going to do something that I call Snag a Bag, and it's a booking blitz time. And here's how it's going to work. The first thing that I'm going to challenge you to do so that you can get more parties booked is you are going to take some little bags. Like I got these at I think I got these at Hobby Lobby or someplace like that. They were, but they're little bitty bags. Okay. And you're just going to put them, and you can put numbers on them. And inside of them, you're going to put index cards that have little prizes, or you can put tiny treasures. You could put keychains in them. You could put tea bag squeezers if you have some of those. Any of the little tiny treasures that you have that'll fit into your bags. Or you can do index cards that have written on them something you're giving away. Now, we all have stuff, right? We all have stuff sitting around. We have a little, ideal bowl. We have a mini. We have a snack cup. We have a smidget. We have citrus peelers. All of those are great little rewards. Okay. And you put them in here and you put a number on them, and you just tell people that you have these bonus gifts that you're giving away to anyone who can book a party in the next 10 days. Pick which one they want and you will send it to them. You can also, add something in the order if it's easier for you to do that. You can pick 2 or 3 things that you're willing to order and add to their order depending on the size of their party. I like to start with the little ones just because it's just for booking the party. Now we know they're going to get the bowl for their booking gift. So that's 2 gifts just because they're having the party. And then it's going to build onto that. What you're also going to be able to do is, if you want to do some bigger things, you could say, I've got, everybody gets this, and then you can have a bigger bag and you can say, but when your party is $250, $350, $500, whatever number you decide it's worth it to you, you are going to automatically get this bonus bag of Tupperware from me for, and you can sell it because you want to cover what it's going to cost you to mail it. So you've got this stuff anyway. You can put a bag together. You can make it up. You can put it in just a gift bag. You can do it in a bag with clear cellophane, put some curly ribbon on it and hold it up so they can see it. Curly ribbon is like catnip for ladies. They're going to see it. They're going to get excited. Oh my gosh. And you say, and you know what? I've got these bags, these surprise bags I'm giving away to anybody who has a party in the next 10 days with sales of $500. It's yours for $10. It's yours for $15. Whatever it's yours for $25. Even a $50 surprise pack for $25 is a pretty sweet deal, right? And to get that party, that's going to be huge. So that's going to really help it. But here's what I'm going to do in addition to that. And I think I might even up my values on mine when I do this, but I'm going to give away surprise packs as well. And what I'm going to do is based on the sales of their party, I'm going to give away different values of surprise packs. So everybody who has a party, from $100 to $250 is going to go into grab surprise bag drawings from me of say $50. And then everybody who has a $250 party to a $500 party, $450 party, and I'll figure the numbers out. We'll do $100, and then anybody who has like a bigger party, like we have a $1,000 party, everybody's has $1,000 party, goes into a drawing for maybe a $250 surprise pack from me. So what we're going to do is just tell them, say, my business leader is clearing out her storage room and she has so much Tupperware and she's just going to stuff the bags so you can snag a bag. And everybody who hosts a party is going into a drawing. The bigger your party, the bigger the gift bag is going to be. She has stuff you've never seen before. It'll be a great bag of Tupperware, and you're going to get a chance in the drawing simply by booking your parties. Now, I have shared with you several times our Team Up calendar. This is a place for you to go and register your parties so we know that they're there. When you have your parties, you're going to need to send me the final screenshot of the party. And we're going right now for the next, we're going to go for the next 12 days. Okay, next 12 days. I was going to go 10. We're going to go 12. We're going to go in the next 12 days. So that will take us, if I'm correct, up until the 24th or the 20. Is that right? Let's see, 14, 17, 24, 22nd, the 22nd, 23rd. 23rd is 12 days, okay? The 23rd is 12 days. So you book your parties from now until the 23rd. Make sure you've registered them. I just dropped it in the comments where you could do that. So you register those parties. You're going to send me the screenshots when the party closes. Let me know how much the party was, and then I will go live on our public page. I'll tell you when we're going to do it. Your host can get on with you. We will do the drawings and we will give away super surprise packs, and I will have those things for people to see. Are you excited about this? Are you ready to book some parties and to make big things happen? Because you know what? The future is yours and we can make it together. So let's go make it happen, okay? All right, so as we close up tonight, let me see. Oops, I don't want to do that. I can't see my things really. Reminder that SpringFest is this Saturday. Sampling is going to open 5 p.m. on Saturday. So we have a brand new mailer that is coming for May. Oh my gosh, it is great and a fantastic new host gift special. You've got to be at SpringFest to see everything ahead of time, or at least to find out what's going on. Everything will be released at 5 p.m. on Saturday. Okay, so make sure if you haven't registered, you still have time to register for SpringFest, the virtual one. There is still time if you are interested in going to the one in Alabama. Hernan Ortero, our regional, is going to be at that one. It will be great. Shannon Daniel, our director, is going to be training there. So let's fill the room with people that are going to be there to cheer her on as well. So check those out. We want to make sure we have lots and lots of folks on there for that. And we are going to close tonight with this quote here. All right. Don't settle for average. Bring your best to the moment. Then, whether it fails or whether it succeeds, at least you know you gave all you had. We need to live the best that's in us. So, like we said at the very beginning, there is something mighty and awesome inside of each and every one of you. God doesn't make any mistakes. He puts something great in you, and He wants you to bring that. He wants you to use that. And so, if we get out there and we give our best and we keep getting up and we keep trying, then we are going to bring our best to everything that we do. So let's go out there. Let's make big things happen. I know that there needs to be a winner. I can't, the light's blinding me. I can't even see the names. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go back and pick a win. I'll make a list of everybody that's on that has been commenting. Right now, you got another chance to get a chance. Put your comments in there. Tell me what you loved about what you heard. Tell me how many parties you're going to book, and tell me how many people you're going to welcome to our team this week. Go ahead and put those in there. That's going to give you extra chances. I'm going to give away a couple of prizes tonight because it's just me and Charlie can't tell me why I can't do it. So that's what's going to happen as we go forward with that as well. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you registering those parties, booking those parties, welcoming people onto the team, and making the rest of this month the best 2 weeks of the year so far. All right, so let's do it.